Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Ask Neeraj Nidhi Hike of Knowledge. So friends, this is Pivot Table 5 part 5 video, and in this video I'll tell you how to create pivot chart. So by using this option you can easily create chart based on your pivot table. And to open this option directly you can use shortcut key, which is Alt plus N plus S chat. So now to my data points. So this is my sales data. This is which I created my earlier parts of this video. If you haven't watched those parts, please do watch. You can find the link in the description. Now this time I'm going to create pivot chart by using pivot table option. Okay. So for this, I just click inside the data and go to insert. Then here under charts you will find pivot chart. Okay, this will further give you two options. You want to create only chart or pivot table and chart both. I prefer, let's try it for pivot chart and pivot table both. Just click on this option. When you click on this option, this pop-up will appear, which says that create pivot table. First option will ask you to put the range, but when you click inside the data it will auto capture the range. You don't need to select the range. If you want to change the range, just click inside this box, delete the current range and click inside the data and select the range you want. And the second option says that choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. The location of your pivot table and pivot chart, where you want to place your pivot table or pivot chart. This will further give you two options. First one is for new sheet. When you select this option, so it will create your pivot table and pivot chart in a new sheet. Okay, and the second option says that existing worksheet. So it means it will create the pivot table or pivot chart in the same sheet in which you have the raw data or your source data. So I'll prefer always prefer to create pivot chart in a new sheet, so it will give me a more space and to create or present my pivot table or pivot chart. So I request you to also to create a pivot table or pivot chart in new worksheet. Now click on OK. So now this time this will give you two options. First one is for pivot table and second one is for chart. Okay, so when you normally create pivot table, it will only give you the option for pivot table only. Now this time I selected pivot table and pivot chart, so it will give me option for both pivot table and pivot chart, fields for both basically. And here is my headers of my data. Okay, and below these, and these are the same fields which appears in the uh, pivot table option. There are two new fields. First one is for legend and second one is for axis. So this is basically axis is the row field which there in pivot table, and legend is the column field which decides the base of your pivot chart. So let's start creating pivot chart. So now I'll select team, sales team. I'm putting it in axis. Okay, axis says my rows. Now countries or like continents in legend. Legends says my column. Anything I put inside legend will will show in column, and anything I put inside axis will show in rows. And if you see, my pivot table and my pivot chart both are populating or like uh, populating data. And now I'm putting revenue in value. So here my pivot table and my pivot chart both are ready. Okay, let's see. So I'm putting team name again in value. Okay, let's say in filter. So this is how you can change as per your requirement. You can keep on changing the fields, putting sales in this, and moving from here. Now I'm putting country in filter. So it will give me a filter option. As you know, I'm selecting Argentina from here, and it will give me data only for Argentina. Both my pivot table and pivot chart works together in sync with together and create. You can also change the filter from pivot table itself. It will also give you the option for filterize your data. Now selecting Brazil, I'm changing my team sales team name from pivot chart itself, selecting team B and team A because I want to see the comparison of team A and B in this country, Brazil. So it will give you option in pivot chart and pivot table to filter out your data. This is the requirement. So friends, this is how you can like create your pivot chart and pivot table together. You don't need to add create pivot chart first, then put pivot table first, and then put pivot chart. You can create both the things together by using this option, pivot chart option. So guys, I hope you like this video. Do watch all these parts of this video, and the coming part is about how to create dashboard in pivot table. So if you like this video, so please comment uh, your queries or your suggestions, if any. You can hit the like icon and share this video. You can also subscribe this video and click on bell icon to receive regular notification. Thank you.